Logan Paul has officially signed with the WWE.
So I just signed my WWE contract with the support of Triple H and Steph McMahon. This is a massive deal, but let's get one thing straight because I don't want to get this twisted. I did not sign this contract to team up with The Miz. In fact, I want nothing to do with The Miz. That man is dead to me. He is my enemy, and I signed this contract so I could beat The Miz's ass at SummerSlam. Let's go.
This, of course, was news that broke earlier this week with the picture of Triple H, Stephanie McMahon. I guess maybe this shows that Triple H is back in the fold now, huh? Who knows? It certainly looks that way. Looks like the power couple, the McMahon-Helmsley era, has officially taken hold, if you will. And we have... Hey, I mean, look, if they're going to be making deals like this, I think they signed some MMA chick, too, earlier this month, I believe. But, dude, Logan Paul, signing Logan Paul to a contract to the WWE is a brilliant move. Now, I know that there's a lot of you out there that are going to hate on this. But surprisingly, a lot of you are all for this. I was kind of surprised to see that. I was lurking in the comments for like the WWE on the WWE page where they posted the article, reading what people had to say about it. It's always funny too when you read those, by the way. You get those people that like they don't know that wrestling is a work. And God bless them. I mean, more props to them if that's the case, you know. I wish I could live in that fantasy land. That would be awesome. But, you know, they get in there and they're like, you know, I guess they just, you know, with the Miz and stuff like that, you know, Miz is going to kick your ass, Logan Paul. I've seen stuff like that, so that's fun. But this is a big, big, big deal. And here's why. Lots of reasons. First of all, Logan Paul's a megastar. There's going to be an older generation that's going to look at this and not be entirely sure what's the deal with this Logan Paul kid, right? They don't get the whole YouTuber thing. YouTuber is a big, big thing nowadays. That's this generation's rock star in a lot of ways, you know. Logan Paul is a big name to kids. You would be shocked how many kids, like my kids knew who Logan Paul was before I knew who Logan Paul was. Logan Paul's fucking, I watch a lot of Mr. Beast videos. Logan Paul's a crossover onto there. So, for a lot of different things. So Logan Paul is a big, big star. That mixed with his extracurricular activities like his boxing and whatever the fuck else he does. He's got his podcast. And by all accounts, he's along he's in it full force. He's like Ronda Rousey, right? He's signed an actual contract to be on the roster and compete. I'm sure he's going to be allowed to do his side hustles and be Logan Paul outside of the WWE. I'm sure it's not one of those things where his entire life is signed over to WWE in the meantime. But Logan Paul is also, on top of being a megastar, and what kind of star power and status and acknowledgement and just getting the word of WWE out to the masses that's really going to do, having Logan Paul being an actual WWE wrestler full time. Then just on top of that, there's going to be the fact that Logan Paul is he's a great worker. Remember his match at WrestleMania? Like he did fantastic in there. And let me tell you, Logan Paul's going to take this seriously. He's a serious athlete to start with. He's in shape. He looks the part. Physically, he can hang. He can keep up, you know, with the athleticism. He gets what wrestling is, you know, the character, the larger-than-life presentation, the image. He's going to be able to go out there and probably be one of the biggest heels we've ever seen, to be quite frank with you. He's going to out-Miz the Miz is what he's going to do. He's going to do great work. He's going to take this very seriously. He has a love for pro wrestling. He's talked about it multiple times. This isn't just something that he's doing because he's a star and it makes him money and they offered him a big check or something. This is something that, like, he's always wanted to do. This is a Logan Paul dream, and this is a bucket list thing for him. You know, I don't know that he's going to, like, retire with the company as a Hall of Famer. But he's certainly he's going to make an effort to have made his mark in professional wrestling. He's not here for just a couple spotlight matches to help build a WrestleMania with his star power. That's going to happen initially. But Logan Paul is going to put a lot of fucking work into this. He's going to put the effort in to be a top tier professional wrestler. And I think a year from now, when you guys have seen him in the ring, you've seen him work, you're going to not only take him seriously, but you're probably going to like him. He's probably going to turn himself into a baby face. And honest to God, I think Logan Paul, as long as he wants to be in wrestling, he has the potential to carve out a Hall of Fame career. I think he'll be that good. I think, you know, he's just the character, the athleticism, the star power. He's gonna bring it in spades, and he's gonna make a major difference for WWE. You know, people like to talk about the AEW WWE war, and, you know, we're signing who's got the bigger names and signing all the top names, and is AEW going to close the gap eventually on the ratings and that kind of stuff. And this is the kind of signing that's going to separate WWE from AEW forever. You know, unless they're able to pull something like this out of their ass. Logan Paul's a big, big deal. Again, I just want to reiterate that there's a lot of people listening here that know that. You know, they know all about Logan Paul. They know what he brings to the table. But I do think, because I've seen a lot of it in the comments and stuff, people don't get Logan Paul. They think he's a punk ass kid. You know, maybe they heard about the Japan thing. People have these misconceptions about the dude, but at the end of the day, this was a major fucking signing for the WWE, and they're going to knock it out of the park. And I hope that this is a sign of more things to come, not just talking like celebrity signings or like big signings even. Just the fact that, you know, Stephanie and Triple H were very prominent in that picture. You know, you're looking at it. It's on my thumbnail. Very prominent in that picture with the announcement of Logan Paul. If they have any sort of actual power within the company, I think this is a sign. If this was their decision, I don't know who all was involved with this. Conspicuous by his absence in this picture was Nick Khan, because I know Nick Khan was there he was big into signing Cody, for example. He was heavily courting Cody. He was there. He was there with Bruce and Vince to physically fly out to meet with Cody and talk with him. This was Stephanie and Triple H. And Logan even said in his promo or an interview or both or whatever that it was Stephanie and Triple H that brought him into the WWE. So, I mean, she's the boss lady. She's the CEO. So let's see if she can actually like make a difference. This is a difference maker. So I'm going to quit rambling there, but I did want to tack that on because that's an important thing to note, that this appears to be a McMahon-Helmsley era signing, and I'm all fucking for it. And that's a big feather in their cap if that's something that they did specifically.
Let me tell you something, brother. You can check out full episodes each and every Sunday right here on this channel, dude. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to take your vitamins and say your prayers, brother.